Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having me back. We're looking at question number 10 now on the 2002 grade 8 level Gauss paper. So that's question number 10. Hopefully you've had a chance to try this question because practice makes perfect. And as one of my favorite math teachers said, math is not a spectator sport. You can only learn so much from watching other people do math and problem solving. So hopefully you've had a chance to try this. Let's take a look at question number 10. Now, question 10 looks like it's sort of a how well do you know math type question. Just a general knowledge question. Which of the following statements is not true? So we're going to have a bunch of statements. Most of them will be true. We're looking for the one that isn't. So with a question like this, all we can really do is go point by point by point and see which ones are true, which ones are false. So A, a quadrilateral has 4 sides. Well, let's talk about whether or not that's true. So A is true. Quadrilateral, if I am not mistaken, quad is for 4 and lateral means lines. So 4 lines, absolutely. A quadrilateral has 4 sides. Okay? So A is true, and that means that's not the one we want. We want the one that is not true. Quadrilateral has 4 sides. Yeah, that's what quadrilateral almost literally means. B, the sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. Okay? This is another one that is also true. We can think of really any example we want, but the one that always springs to my mind, just to remind myself, I know that it's a constant, the number of angles, but I always remember the 45, 45, 90 triangle. It's a good right angle triangle, and those add up to 180 degrees. If you're not convinced, there are other triangles you can look at. Another really popular one that comes up a lot on math contests is the 30, 60, 90 triangle. And again, 30 plus 60 is 90, plus another 90 degrees is 180 degrees. Now, my specific examples are both right angle triangles, but of course, any other triangle you try will also be 180 degrees. So we're not looking for B. How about C? A rectangle has 4 90-degree angles. You bet it does. Absolutely. Every rectangle looks like this. Not a whole lot else to say. I mean, rectangles they're one of the first shapes everyone learns. It's got 4 90-degree angles. Well, we counted them out. There are 4. D, a triangle can have 2 90-degree angles. Okay. Well, can a triangle have 2 90-degree angles? We've seen one here that has 90 and another one that has 90, but they only have one 90. Now, it turns out this is false. Suppose we had a triangle and we had sort of 2 90-degree angles. What's the other angle that we could have? Let's call it x degrees. B is true, so we know the sum of these angles must be 180. 90 plus 90, that's 180 degrees, plus x degrees. If we cancel out on both sides, this 180, we're left with 0 degrees is equal to x degrees. You can't have a triangle where one of the angles has x degrees. It doesn't make sense. We always have to open a little bit if we're going to make a triangle. Okay, so this one appears to be false. And at this point, I would probably stop, bubble in D, and move on to the next part. But let's just take a look at what E said. A rectangle is a quadrilateral. Well, let's take a look at a rectangle. We already saw a rectangle in C part. And it was, do we have 4 90-degree angles? And of course we do, 1, 2, 3, 4. But is a rectangle a quadrilateral? Well, a quadrilateral has 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rectangles are definitely quadrilaterals. So the one that we want is D. Just make a little check mark beside this one. D is the false or not true statement. So there wasn't a whole lot of math to do in terms of calculation or logical reasoning in this question. This one was more, do you remember facts about shapes and things like this? Do you know what a quadrilateral actually is? Do you know about the sum of the angles of a triangle? This was general math knowledge, and there aren't a whole lot of these questions out there, but they do pop up from time to time, and you just have to go through them line by line, figure out which one is not true in this case, or sometimes it'll be spot the true statement. Okay. There's not a whole lot else to say. So that was question number 10. That finishes off a part on the 2002 grade 8 Gauss paper. We're going to take a look at question number 11. We're going to do that in the very next video. So thanks for watching.